So I actually used to be an average student in maths, very, very average to say the least. And until I changed four things about my life, especially one of them that actually changed the way I saw the world and the way I approached problem solving and everything. That was the only time things in my life started to change. And so right now I'm actually going to be talking about what actually made me an average student actually, and what are the four things I actually did to cross that boundary. So once again, let's get on with it. I think I did a little bit well in my first and second semester, but in my third semester, I actually had 29 over 14. And so then my lesson teacher, it was obvious that he wasn't that proud of me and everything. I actually was wondering like, what is going on? So I actually sat down to, let's say, meditate or think. Meditate in Greek actually means to brood over something. And so I brooded over what was going on at the time. And I remember something that my mom told me when I entered into just one. She told me that my dad and her, both of them were very, very smart. And it's not a lie actually. Natural award winners and everything. I thought to myself, I said, my parents are good at math. They're like beasts. Like, that was a beast. Because a beast has to give birth to a beast. So Chaplain actually said something 2 Wednesdays ago, and that's that sometimes thinking is actually more powerful than prayer. There's kind of thinking that some people do that I can just describe that thing as boring, but actually thinking of profitable solutions to those things, so that things can actually advance. I can't lie to you, sometimes when you're praying as well, and you can provide solutions to things, let's not go into that today. And so after I thought that, something just changed about me, and so in just to thank him. What do you mean? First semester, 38 over 40. Second semester, 40 over 40. Third semester, 39 over 40. Just 3 SSO, I started going for competition, Olympiad, Kawapedia, that kind of thing. And before you know it, I graduated with best in mathematics in my school. The person that it was in just one wasn't the person it was in SS3. So what changed from just one to SS3? Mindset. That is actually the first thing that I would say helped me to actually become better. And this is something that I think that maybe slowly, but God forbid I'm starting to lose as I become more older. The ability to think to yourself that you can defy the odds and you can become something that you've never become before. That is something that we must never lose, because it's such a powerful tool from which we can actually materialize such wonderful things. So you tell yourself that, okay, you want to become this, but have you really decided in your mind and thought to yourself that, oh yes, I can actually become this? Because sometimes we actually really want to be free, but have we really decided to be free? Decided to pass the boundaries that life has set on us, decided to overcome the social norms and social biases that tell us that we cannot be anything more than what everybody else is. And so changing my mindset towards which I approach mathematics, it changed the way I acted, it changed the way I made my decision. And so mindset is actually very important. And that is why I love reading wonderful books. I like watching videos from people like Tamko, people like Rebecca J, people like Alicia Gogan. Because when I watch their videos, it just reminds me that the impossible is truly possible. The people are out there doing great things, and they can only do that because they have told themselves that that thing that they want to do is not impossible, but it's truly possible. But mindset obviously isn't everything. Because when your mindset changes, you've actually solved, let me say, 60% of the problem. But from there, once I understood that I was truly a beast, I started doing the work. And that moves me on to the second point. I was at something they call in my school, the P.S I Summit. And a wonderful lecturer at my school said something that I will never in my life forget. And I will most likely tell this to my children. And his name is Dr. Azu, actually. And he said that academic excellence is not a function of intelligence, but a function of diligence. I can just never forget it. In my 100 level, I was when he said that to me. This is my 200 level. I can never forget it. Because some people feel like some people were born to be smart. This one, they were just born for the top. If I tell you the history of people that you're looking up to, that academic excellence, you will laugh. That's why I'm actually going to do a video later on this channel in a few weeks to come actually. Where I'm going to interview the 5 top students in my department so they can tell you their backstory on their academics and everything. So if you're interested in that and interested in what it takes to actually be in the top 5% of your department, be sure to subscribe now so that you won't miss any of that. And so now that you have developed the mind that, whatever I work toward, whatever I put my mind to, I'm actually going to achieve it. Once you've decided in your mind already, all your actions start to align with those things that you have decided in your mind. Most of you that are watching this video, some people here actually, you'll actually be know that, you're not really that good, you're not really that, and then you're reading, what are you reading for? I think they pay me, Well, in the midst of that, refuse to be discouraged. Sometimes I've collected marker in my secondary school to write on the board, and they're like, what are you writing? But I didn't care. Just refuse to be discouraged. Keep reading, keep putting in that work. If you stop putting in the work, you will never see the result. But if you keep putting in that work, there's no way that you won't actually see the results. You feel to be discouraged, and that's something that I really, really want to imbibe this method. That's why I'm making the video, so that I can inspire you, inspire myself too. Because for a long time, my own level, I wanted to have 500, but it looked like it was disappointment upon disappointment upon disappointment. But if you truly think that you can get that 5.0, you actually work towards it. So refuse to be discouraged. No matter whether in secondary school, whether in university, refuse to be discouraged. Don't allow people are saying to do it like, which day you started, they do first time, which day you started, they get first position. Drop that book, they will tell you all this kind of things, but see. Refuse to be discouraged. And he also tells us in his word that I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. And so there's the understanding to read those books, and there's also the power. And when you understand those books, you can download it on your exam paper and produce the results that you're meant to produce. And so the last one actually is actually something very important, and this one is for people that are actually going from secondary school to university. And that is whatever you learn from this process in secondary school, borrow from it and build upon it. Some people that just see them and they're like, I'll be serious in university, don't worry, when I come to university, the spirit of academic excellence to fall upon me like a garment. I pity you. Those things that we did in secondary school, of course, the jam and everything, to be very honest, they helped us to get into university, but after they helped us to get to university, they didn't really do anything for us after that. But one thing that will forever stick with you is the principles that you have learned towards getting that result. It's the principles that I learned have helped me to sustain what I'm doing now in university. I have already in secondary school understood how to create a timetable for myself, which I can follow to read. I've learned time management. Once I come back from choir, I realize, okay, I should read. Once I finish this, I should do this. Those things, you're not going to change overnight. It's not a miracle. I know that God is a miracle worker, but God is also a God of principles. So those things that you learn in secondary school, build upon it, borrow those principles of hard work, resilience, diligence, time management, prioritization, build upon it, because character doesn't come overnight. And I love this quote, I said it in my last video, but I'm always going to say it again, is that we are what we do repeatedly. Therefore, excellence is not an act, excellence is a habit. Aristotle. Do very well in those things that happen in secondary school, not because they want the result, but because those characters, those traits that you build in that time are what will help you to overcome the problems of life and assume the heights that you're truly meant to be in life. And I'm sure somebody here is wondering, after all the things I've said, that how can anyone do it? How can anyone achieve the heights that they want to in their schoolwork? And if you've not heard anything from this video, please hear this. I think if you ask me, anybody can do it actually. Anybody can be first class. Anybody can be first position. Most time, just focus on the things that you yourself can control. Focus on the things that you yourself can do to make things better. Like you reading your books, talking to your lecturers, asking questions, and contending in the place of prayer. Because some of you, none of your parents have ever gone to school. And then you're the first person in your family to go to. You think the devil is going to sit down and watch you become the first class graduate. Don't play. Contend in the place of prayer, because the devil doesn't want you to succeed. But as far as you've watched this video, your soul is already in the place of prayer already, and you are destined to succeed. So go forth and do the work. Change your mindset. And that's, I'm also speaking to myself too. This semester, I actually did a results reaction video, and it's not on this channel for a reason. It's not like I feel like I got a first class, but it wasn't the result I wanted. And so this video was just for two of us actually, me and you that's watching as well. For us to go forth and remember the things that we used to do before that helped us to be the excellent people that we ought to be. And I just hope that this video, if it didn't inspire anybody, it inspired one person at least, and hopefully that one person comments, so at least I know that I'm doing one thing right on this channel. So like I said before, in the next few weeks, I'll actually be dropping a video where I'm going to be interviewing the top 5 students in my department, so that they can actually tell us the wonderful things that they did to actually get to the heights that they are at right now. And so be sure to subscribe for that, and also subscribe because I do a lot of wonderful videos to inspire Christian students to actually take the steps that they need to become better in life. And not just Christian students, but students all over the world who are ready to commit to becoming better. Because if everybody becomes a photographer or everything, who are going to be the academics, who are going to be the Daniels who will be in politics, who are going to be the Elijahs who will be in parts of prophecy, who are going to be the inventors, like Albert Einstein. We need believers all over the world taking over and being the best people that they ought to be. I hope that you guys will subscribe for that. So I love you guys. Wishing you guys the best that life has to offer. Cherish you, and I'll see you guys next week.